this.
That fade out worked perfectly. That wasn't timed. Hello, welcome back to another episode of Two Dudes Drinking Beer. I'm Josh.
I'm Alec. What up, Phantom?
Damn, he got that before I did.
I know, he hit the booze real quick. He always gets that.
Well, you got it on your screen before I got it on mine.
Well, I have better internet than you.
It's the same internet, first of all.
All right, whatever.
So, today we're
What's
kind of...
up? I don't even know that's what he was saying.
Today we're kind of basing it off these Scottish blokes whenever they come,
Yeah, so we're expecting
if they show.
some guests today.
Beans, Ryan, Mac Attack, and M&A headshots.
Mm-hmm. So we're expecting some guests today. We're going to give them, I don't know how long we said we give them. We said like 30 minutes or whatever.
Well, we never told them how long we're going to do the show.
The Brody
Or how
clan.
long. Mayu. Hi,
Oh.
friend. About to go on a ride. Wanted to say hi. Thanks for the invite to Six Flags. I'll tell you again.
Whack. My roommates just did the same thing. They got back one day and they're like, hey man, how's your day? And I was like, good, just chilled. And he was like, oh, we just got back from Six Flags. And like, he started like being like, we did this coaster and that coaster. And like, he's like, and we got these great hot dogs. And I was like, dope, man. Are you just saying this to hurt my feelings?
Yeah, I have a pass. I can go literally whenever.
It's also like the cheapest.
$8 a month.
It's like the most affordable theme park ever.
So we're going to Florida? No. Why the fuck would we go to Florida? Today's 2DDB FFOTD, the fun fact of the day, to be now the butthole.
The butthole.
This one's kind of known, but on the moon you can throw a ball 6 times farther than you can on Earth. Gravity rates.
That's dumb.
It's fun, okay?
Get better facts.
Find me a better website
Okay.
for fun facts.
Hand me a better beer than no beer. You trash.
I'm not good
Not
at throwing
Kobe.
boomerangs. This one's yours.
That's not a boomerang.
You claimed it.
I claimed it. So
You picked it.
I don't know about you guys, but I like my
That's me.
I like my cold beers extra cold. I'm not even used to my haircut yet.
All right, well, show them fucking what you're drinking because
Hey.
you picked it.
All right, so today we're drinking tropical hazy
It's over
sour.
Over there.
I was like, here we go. Tropical hazy sour. It is by Anderson Valley. It's got it on both sides, so I should have just read the back. Ale with passion fruit, guava, and coriander.
Coriander. Why the fuck is coriander in here?
Coriander is a superhero in the Teen Titans. She's an alien.
Coriander's like a spicy leaf.
It is a sour ale.
May I post some of my dank memes? Yeah.
Yeah, always. Please post those. Okay, so
Also, shout out to Plant Daddy. He overhauled the Discord server a bit. There's different servers for that specifically. So if you hop on over there, there's a clip and memes server, so you can post all your shit so it doesn't get
fuck
lost.
yeah, that's awesome. And then also shout out to Josh. I don't know if you guys saw that beautiful title card, but Josh redid that.
We can always go back to it.
Let's show him the title card real quick.
We just won't be able to talk
It's all good.
on it. So hi. We're back.
We're back. Oh man, I just think it's so cool. Everything's so cool. The memes are cool. Everything's in HD now. Everything's super clear.
Let me crack open my
The beers
sour.
are cold. And we have some guests, hopefully from
just waiting on these
Scotland
Yahoos.
coming. In the meantime, we're just gonna do what we do best.
That is super sour.
Really, really sour.
It tastes like lemon water.
Yeah, it's a chalky smell. It's very, very carbonated, very strong on the tongue.
I hope it's carbonated.
Bit of a chalky aftertaste, but going down, it goes down real smooth.
It tastes organic,
Yeah, it does.
but I mean, it is only 12 IBUs, so it's not bitter at all.
Also, I wanted to say, like, this is the first like craft beer we've gotten that was like sold in a 6-pack. Also, did they show up?
Oh no, Ghost Hand put it in the clips, memes, and
Oh
shit.
hell yeah! It's the first craft beer that's sold in a 6-pack, and it was like $10. So, very affordable beer. 4.2 alcohol per volume. Stream Elements. What's that?
It's the bot.
Do we have a bot?
Yeah.
Oh, you set that up?
Yeah, a while ago. It's always been there.
What's going on, man?
That's a link to the Discord.
Oh, I'm actually not on the Discord. Poop. Invite invalid. Not welcome. Pull up the meme. What are the memes?
Let me click it so I
Let's see those
fucking see if
dank
this is
memes.
broken link. I gotta fix that later.
I like having my hair, but I'm still like, every time I look up, I'm like, that looks like a stranger.
It is. I gotta fix that. That's broken. Another time.
Is it the internet or what?
No.
Just the command or whatever?
Yeah, the link itself is broken. So we're gonna hop on over to that. Does it taste like Candice beer? It tastes like a can of beer.
Feels like you can, well, hang on. Can this dick fit in your mouth? I don't know. Like, I know that's where you're going with it. You're stupid. Do you like meatloaf? You want to eat my meatloaf?
That was
I just
terrible.
spit all over my computer, too. It's not funny. 1 out of 10.
Not funny. Didn't laugh.
Yeah. Some things never change.
Alec fucking dies by Josh's erotic asphyxiation. Nice.
I love it.
Episode 666, schizophrenic trash bag talks to Mike for over an hour and a half.
Did you? Oh my God, there's so many. Wait, what does that one say?
Episode 420, Alec and Joe Rogan discuss USA forcing policies while on DMT.
Oh, I wish that would happen.
Episode 6849, Alec on a Saudi Arabia visit. Looks like I'm going to behead you.
Ooh. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Those are great.
Looking like I'm caught up in some cartel shit. Yo, I love those memes.
We love them.
I love them.
Those are great.
Those are fucking awesome. Did you have to edit Josh out of that other one? Or was it like just a screenshot where he was out of the frame? Because I remember him like stepping out of frame like once, and you'd still have to probably edit that. Oh man, those are so good. Are these got to be stashed? We need to post these to the Instagram or something, or the TikTok or something. Can we do that? Can we at least post some memes?
Yeah, I could.
That'd be awesome. Oh man, that's totally what we need. Oh, and you guys have made so many. You guys are so good at making memes, dude. You guys are the fucking meme machines. Oh man, that's awesome. Those are so good. Oh, they're here.
So, they're prepping something.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they're orchestrating something. Yeah, man. We're totally waiting for you guys. We're here. We're just chilling, drinking beer, doing what we do best, and we're ready for you whenever. So in the meantime, we're just gonna kind of talk shit and drink some drinks, and hopefully you guys drop some education on some beer for us. Teach us what it's like.
I'm gonna try and fix that command right quick.
What command? The
Discord.
Yeah. Cool. Oh man, I love those memes. I gotta find they're in the Discord.
Yeah.
I gotta get in the Discord, man.
The link doesn't work.
No. I haven't logged into Discord in forever though. Ever since we played like Smite on PC. Like it's been that long for me. Oh man.
So that was saved. So we come here. How are we doing? Exclamation point.
Hey.
We click that. See if that is not a dead link.
It works.
It does work.
What should we call you?
M&A, if you're still around, I put it in the chat. Exclamation point Discord.
I don't want to create an account. I have an account.
Then sign into that.
I don't remember my shit.
Then too bad.
All right, well, I'll just wait. But those memes are fucking legendary, bro.
Where's the fucking Google Doodle today?
Google Doodle is Frank Kamini.
Who the fuck is Frank Kamini?
Franklin Edward Kamini was an
Astronomer
American gay.
turned
Shut up! I'm
activist
reading.
for Pride Month.
It's for gays. American gay rights activist. He has been referred to as one of the most significant figures in the American gay rights movement. There's actually something. There's like something out right now called Frank on like Hulu
That's
or
a hot
Netflix.
sauce.
Nope.
I'm not wrong.
No hot sauce on Hulu.
Yeah, you don't know that. You're watching the wrong shit.
Yeah, but he's got like a TV show or special or something about coming out and being yourself and being true to who you are.
He's got a special coming out on how I'm coming out.
He's got a special coming out on coming out. I love it. He's got a special coming out, coming soon, coming out.
On coming out.
On coming out. I missed one word and it didn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny how they wait till the second day of Pride Month to throw that together. They're like, should we throw something together for the gays? And they're like, eh. And then day 2 passes. They're like, shit, we need to do something for the gays.
They have like 30 other days.
Yeah. I wonder how many... How do you think you get a month...
Be a marginalized group.
dedicated to you?
What does Google say?
You have to register. I guess.
So a fucking group of people registered.
Mm-hmm.
November is Native American Heritage Month.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Me?
Oh. I was like, is there an animal in here?
A fucking dog that can't breathe. Schizophrenic talks to microphone for an hour and a half.
That's me on the fucking...
I love it. That was so good.
Solo test show.
Did you ever... You never posted that, have you?
No.
Maybe make that one a YouTube exclusive. Since we're going live all the time now.
This is so sour. I feel like if I were to throw up,
really
it would burn double bad.
It does taste like...
It's just acidic.
Yeah, it really is. Mm.
Any more research on registering a month? Does it cost a fee?
I'm sure it does.
Join our newsletter.
Yeah. As the number one trending topic of all time on social media, National Calendar Day offers a powerful media mix of digital, radio, and social media and television news platforms that feels like a runoff sentence that reach a hyper-engaged audience and celebrators across the United States and around the globe. Over 20,000 media outlet source their stories for National Day calendars. Websites including Fox and Friends, The Today Show, Good Morning America, Jimmy Kimmel, Ellen, Elvis Duran, to name only a few. Countless newspapers and bloggers write stories for their publications using the information for national. So basically what they're trying to do here is trying to sell a day to you. They want you to buy a day, and they're saying if you buy a day, everyone will know what you do. So we should find National Podcast Day. Although...
Pretty sure it already happened.
I'm sure that's already a day.
It is. Pretty sure it already passed.
Podcast Day. Did we podcast September 30th?
Yeah, it did pass.
Oh, yeah, it passed a long time ago.
Well, it's like 6 months ago.
Yeah, we're closer to the next one.
About equidistant.
International Podcast Day dedicates September 30th to promote the growing media of podcasts and the technology surrounding it.
What day of the week was
Around the world, people listen to their favorite podcasts to keep up with latest news, technologies, entertainment, or information. Or
We
in
were
this
live on
case-
that day.
Were we really?
Yeah, it was a Wednesday.
Fuck yeah.
Pretty sure we didn't acknowledge it.
No, we definitely didn't. But that's not what we do. We don't sit here and talk about what day it is today. I will sit down and talk about National Hot Dog Day.
We barely talk about current events.
Ever, right? And I'm just stalling until those guys show up. I feel like I've got nothing in the chamber right now.
It is pretty late there.
I know. I'm not
Rainy Scotland
telling
town.
them to hurry up or anything. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
neither am I.
They said be patient. I'm a patient boy.
I'm more patient than you.
Okay, fine.
say.
Fucking... I'm more modest and humble than you.
I don't even know what fucking modest means. How dare you bring out words
You
I
don't-
don't know?
I'm glad you're Googling shit like that, but you should know what modest means.
I know modest mouse. Barely.
Do you know what a mouse is?
Small rat.
Nope, it's just a mouse.
Yeah, it's a small rat.
It's not is it a small denomination of a rat?
No, but it looks like a rat.
Is a mouse.
Modest means unassuming or moderate in the estimation of one's abilities or achievements. Of an amount, rate, level, relatively moderate, limited, or small.
A mature mouse can be distinguished as a young rat by its larger ears, longer tail composition, and body length. A young rat also has distinctly larger feet and head compared to the body of a mouse.
So it's a small rat.
Mice are usually gray and brown with a color lighter. Yeah, so they are definitely still considered rats. Send us a new meme.
I know my rodents. Oh? You guys in a few years?
Hey. Luckily, I'm always turned around in the wrong direction.
Joining Joe at the desk one day.
That'd be so fucking
One
awesome.
day he'll be sitting here.
He comes over.
In like episode
4,000.
yeah.
That'd be epic, dude. I watched Joe Rogan for a very long time. He says he prefers one-on-ones because when there's more people involved in the podcast, he feels like it gets a little messy. And I feel like we'd be pretty messy, but I bet you he could handle us.
I mean, he's had like more than one guest on the show at a time.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, that's what he likes. He says he usually does that. I'm sure if he wanted us on the show, then I would hope he makes the exception for both of us to be on there, considering it's called Two Dudes Drinking Beer. And he's like, I just like one of these guys. This guy seems like a bro.
Understandable. Have a good day, sir.
But that'd be fucking sick. How was your day? How's work? Can you talk about it? Are you allowed to talk about it?
I can't talk about specifics, but I can talk about like a little things.
Work was good.
Yeah, work was good, pretty good.
I could say this and not this.
I can't really like what I told you. I shouldn't really have told you, but like it doesn't matter.
I'm not gonna
put it on the internet.
Yeah. As we're here on the internet live.
But they don't know what I told them.
It's true. Yeah, man. Are you excited to go to San Diego again?
Yeah, it should be a fun time. San Diego is they got a lot of good food there. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm excited for.
I'm happy to be fully vaccinated. That's been the biggest thing for me, is because I feel like it took a long time, but we're here, and I think
we're opening up in fucking 2 weeks.
I know. I was gonna say,
like as soon as we get back, the state's open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like they have all those tight COVID restrictions. As soon as we're out there, then we come back and they're like, everything's open.
It's like fucking gonna be mask off day one.
Fuck it, mask off.
I don't care if I get sick.
Well, you shouldn't. Well, that's the thing. Even if you do, the vaccine should prevent you from getting hospitalized, you know?
Yeah. And even then, I'm so different that I'd probably just be sick for a day, if anything at all.
Just under 50%. CDC data shows 49.9% of the U.S. population has received one shot or more, with 40% having completed a full vaccination program.
That's good enough.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And they're also drawing that lottery in 2 weeks.
Dude, if I win the lottery, I'm fucking...
It'll probably be like the fucking...
We're going to Brazil.
It'll probably be like the fucking Danimals, Zach and Cody sweepstakes, where nobody wins.
Nobody wins. You never hear the winner. You know what's the best part about those?
They'll tell you who wins, and you go to look it up on like Facebook, and it's just like a fucking
some
stock photo
kid.
of a woman.
Yeah.
With zero friends.
It's probably the same thing. Probably the same way they ran the McDonald's campaigns for like Monopoly. They're just like, who won? Oh, the CEO's friend's cousin won.
Gavin Newsom's son.
Yeah.
His daughter are all going to win.
The best part about that, though, was it'd be like, literally, it'd be like you and your closest 20 friends. It's like, I'm in 3rd grade, dude. You just want more kids to come to your fucking theme park. I get it. I don't have 20 friends. I have 5, and 3 of them think I'm an asshole.
win a sweepstakes for you and your friends. Bring up to 10 of your friends. Like,
No, they always said 10 of your closest friends. It's like, yeah, I've got a ton of close friends at the ripe old age of 11.
That's basically just
We're
like
gonna go tear up
your class.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna go tear up South Florida on the Nickelodeon cruise.
And why do you think they don't run those sweepstakes anymore?
Could you imagine?
Because
You're on a boat with your 10 closest friends in 5th grade. It's already dwindling down because it sounds unbelievable. And you see fucking someone like Riff Raff coming to you, like, my plan's to blow up and act like I don't know nobody.
Well, all the people who were in those sweepstakes, us as children, would probably play them now. Because, novelty. I'd fucking buy Danimals. I wouldn't eat it. I'd throw it away.
I love Danimals. Fuck you. No waste Danimals.
I like the shit out of a
What are
Go-Gurt.
what are those yogurts? The Trix.
Yoplait?
There was like Trix yogurt, like the blue and purple one, blue and pink one.
Yeah, I don't think they make those anymore.
I don't know.
I don't think Trix has yogurt anymore. If they do, like, I haven't seen it in forever.
Trix yogurt still here? I love how bad I'm getting at Googling. It's like,
Oh, it's making the 2021 comeback.
oh yeah.
Literally the first.
Discontinued in 2016.
Literally click the first link.
I know. I can. I was looking at the discontinued date.
Okay, well, that'll probably tell you.
Yeah, Trix yogurt was my fucking day, dude.
Join my newsletter.
Trix yogurt was fucking my shit. They're bringing it back with Dunkaroos and 3D Doritos.
Dunkaroos are already back, and so are 3D Doritos.
Well, I guess this was slated for the same summer, but they're like, eh. But yeah, I don't know why. Like, that yogurt is the best yogurt I've ever had.
Was it just me, or did they both sides taste the same? Both colors?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they did, but like as a kid, you're just like, this tastes like blue. This one tastes like purple.
You right.
Because you're a dumbass kid and you're just like, yo, I'm eating colors of the rainbow.
Maybe the same theory goes for Trix cereal. Maybe it wasn't just discontinued and we just can't see it because we're adults.
It's like,
Can't disprove that.
it's like, what's it called? Polar Express, where you can't hear the Christmas bells anymore because you don't believe in Santa Claus.
It burns my lips.
Don't drink it if it burns your lips.
The acid.
It is very acidic. If you're prone to heartburn, I would not suggest this beer.
Just get some Tums.
Dum 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 dums. What
Or
is
Prilosec, OTC.
how many flags can you identify for genders?
Oh, fucking like 2. Like 2.
Every time I click that link, it drops a bunch of flags. I know that one's trans.
Yeah, the pink one.
This one's got the labels. LGBTQ, trans,
That's the rainbow flag, yes.
bisexual, lesbian, pansexual, asexual, intersexual, intersex? What's that?
Google it.
Genderqueer, non-binary,
Straight one just looks like a fucking prison uniform.
aromatic, straight, yeah, straight ally. That's not a gender. Is that a gender? There's like, they're like, we need a flag for the straights, and then we need a flag for the straight people we like.
Mac Attack is a gender.
Mac Attack is a gender. I'm blown away. I'm like,
Haircut looking fresh, yeah.
thanks, bro. He did it.
On Monday. Very end of the show.
Yeah.
I don't fault you if you were asleep.
Yeah, seriously. That is funny, though, to me. They're like, one for the straights and one for the straights we like.
One might say looking sick. One might say radical.
How many flags are there?
Are you guys ready? Just like flags in general, or
I typed in how many genders are there instead.
there's like 72?
Depending on the context, these characteristics may include biological sex, sex based on social structure, i.e. gender roles, gender identity. Most cultures use a gender binary having 2 genders, boys, men, girls, women. Those who exist outside these groups fall under the umbrella term non-binary or genderqueer. So that's like scientists being
What are
like,
the 72 genders?
that's like scientists being like, there's 2 of them, and anyone else outside could be whatever they want, but they're in this category.
So there's 3.
Yeah. There's male, female, and anything else over there.
Other.
Yeah. There are many different gender identities, including male, female, transgender, gender neutral, non-binary, agender, pangender, genderqueer, two-spirits, third gender, and all. None of the none or a combination of these. Wow, that's like gender to the power of 7.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like when you go to like the build your own pizza place, and it's like, how many toppings can you fit in one?
as many as you want.
Take a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
There's really as many as people will be comfortable saying this is about myself.
Yeah. I thought androgyny was just unable to be clearly categorized based upon look.
That is correct.
Androgyny, androgynous, cisgender, cis male, cis female, those all kind of feel like the same thing.
Well, I'm sure you could be. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. We are in your cord. Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of people online.
Shit. All right. Well, Josh is running the Discord. We're ready for you guys whenever.
Hop in the talking shit server.
Oh, is that what you named it?
Obviously, we're not going to talk shit, but
You want to talk some shit?
and yeah,
It'd be a terrible day for the internet to not work on this.
all it is working. So yeah, literally fucking a whole bunch of people joined.
6 people just jumped in here. Sweet.
Just us hanging out. Just guys being
The
dudes.
gang's all here.
Is this guy's name MAGA? Because if it is, that's pretty dope.
MAGA. MAGA man. Like Mega Man, but a red outfit. Can I get another beer?
Of course. Oh, there's a gentleman here.
What up, gentlemen? Hey, there he is.
Hey, how's it going?
We hear you.
Perfect.
Good, man. How's it going? Okay. I'm Alec. What's your name? If you want to tell us your name or just your screen name, I can't see any of that shit, so. Micah? How's it going, Micah? Where you from? Scotland. What do you do, bro?
I just work for a bank. Nothing too crazy.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right. Cool.
You know what you guys do. Just listen to that.
We do this.
This is what we do. Well, are you here with everyone today, or is it just you right now? Are you the
The
are you
representative.
face? Yeah,
Oh,
are
we got
you,
one more. Oh, here they are.
Any sec, yeah.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, man? How's it going? Cool. Good, man. Oh, well, for us, it's still pretty much the afternoon.
Evening time.
Yeah, it's not even 5 o'clock yet, but our night's going good. We're just doing some day drinking, and hopefully you guys are drinking and had a good day and are in the mood to share some of your wisdom. I heard you guys gonna drop some knowledge on us for some alcohol, some beer. So I'm excited to learn something.
Ryan's quite the beer master.
Well,
I think I'll leave that market here, but yeah, but night.
For sure. Do you also work at a bank, and or what else is
How do
out
you guys
there in
know each
Scotland?
other?
Yeah, how'd you guys meet?
Yeah, I used to work at the bank that Maggie works at.
Awesome.
I work at different banks, so
Are you the people we send our offshore money to when we make a lot of money? You'll be like, "Hey, we got $1 million. Send it to Mega."
yeah, just send it up.
Okay. we have a pilot, an offshore account, and a trucker.
yeah.
We have everything we need for a criminal syndicate. I'm so ready for this lifestyle.
We just got to build it.
It's gonna take off.
Build it, they will come.
Are we waiting for a third or fourth of you gentlemen?
all three of them are here. There it
Oh,
is.
go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I just work at the same bank as Maga and the same team. We just plug away at the same stuff. Do the good stuff.
Nice.
Awesome, man. Banking has always scared me because I'm not good with numbers. Is it like a job where you need to be like quick on your feet with adding, or is it mostly just computers and just kind of dealing with people? Everyone's like, I don't know who wants to talk first, but go ahead.
Our internet is not doing so hot right now.
There you go.
All right, we'll go one at a time.
Well, it's not their fault. It's on our end.
Is it really?
We're on a fucking. Our bar is in the red.
Is it because there's so many people online?
No. Damn, this is scuffed. It's not your guys' fault. This is. I mean, it's not technically not my fault either.
Just the internet.
Yeah. There's a heckin' big delay. What is that, like 1600 milliseconds? Hold on. Stay in here, boys.
That's 1.5 seconds.
Hello, hello. Wow, my internet is garbage.
All right. Well, here's what I'll say. I'll say we stay quiet for about a minute or two, and you guys can just take the wheel and start talking. And if we hear nothing, then we'll try to refresh the server or something, and go from there.
I think we're getting full force now. So, Ryan, if you want to say what you were saying, say it. Yeah, and you go, Ryan. Ryan's here. I don't know if you guys can hear us.
Yeah,
we can hear the
you.
two of you. We don't hear Ryan.
Well, it's
He hasn't.
I like how that's a universal insult.
What?
The McDonald's internet. You say a pot of beans?
Yeah. Have you not seen his Twitch username? He's
Yeah, well, Beans Ryan, but I don't fucking if that's literal. Really likes beans.
he loves bees. Yeah, he is a genius boy. Okay, I don't know what Ryan was going to talk about, but I suppose you guys want to talk about beer.
Yeah. Well, you guys said you could drop some knowledge on us, and you say we were drinking some sissy drinks and not drinking enough. So just let us know like what kind of qualifies as like a good beer and the guidelines you guys like to drink by.
Me and Andy, we've done a holiday across to Belgium a couple of times. We do the beer festivals there. So we've tried loads of beers, but in Scotland it's I don't know what it's like in America. I've been to America a couple of times, but I don't know what it's like for you guys. But Scottish people always drink a lot and like big volumes and a lot of it. So when we see you guys kind of sipping out your wee tinnies over, it's like come on, pick up the pace, boys.
Yeah. Is that like so let me ask you, because I feel like the beer we usually drink is like pretty high in alcohol content, and I want to know if it's like, because if we were drinking Bud Light, we could drink like a 24 pack of Bud Light between the two of us. But with IPAs, it's a lot stronger. I want to know if there's like a disconnect in like how that gets translated, or if it's just like more culture to where it's like you just finish your drink no matter what it is.
Can I just, no matter what it is, I mean, like I said, when we go across the Belgian, like, as you guys will probably know, everything over there's 8 to 12 to 15% is alcohol. I don't know what it's like for American percents, like proof, but the alcohol percentage is 8 to 12 to 15, and it's, when we went over and, saying, can I get a pint of this? And they give you this wee piddly glass, and you say, right, okay, maybe can I have 3 then, so you kind of experience the same sort of volume.
Yeah. Were they muted the whole time?
Yeah.
Awesome.
That was on me. Hold on, guys. Well, you're actually, you guys are good.
We're just still double checking our work.
Yes.
All right. How old are you guys? How long you been drinking? And like, what's your go-to beer? And if you're not 21, just say you're 21.
Well, they don't have to be 21 to drink out there.
Oh yeah, that's true. Laws are different.
Yeah, it's 18 over here.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! That's so sick.
Well, I mean, I'll drink anything, but usually happy to pick up some Ronas and just chill with them. But don't know. Probably my favourite beer would be probably it was something when I tried when I was on holiday. It was a saisons or something was that was called. It's really hard to find, but it's really really nice. It's a Belgian wheat beer.
Okay. How many beers would you say you drink like a night?
A night? What do you mean? A night out with the boys, or just at your computer, or just watching
Yeah, like
sports, or what?
like alone, and then like on a night out.
Alone? Don't know. Just kind of chilling,
Enough.
maybe
I like
4 or
that.
5. But on a night out,
Pretty standard.
it could be. It's just whatever happens. Really, like we do a drink and do a shotty, then do a shot, then do a drink, and just see where the night takes you until basically you black out. Then you're done.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. It's
I've-
usually about mid-20s mark that happens.
Yeah.
You guys hit about 20 drinks by the time you black out?
Yeah, well, you're out for a long time, so yeah.
What's
Me and Andy have headed out on a night out at midnight and then not come back till about 7 the next day.
Oh man, is that pretty standard? Because a lot of the bars here in America will close at 2, unless you're on the East Coast. So the longest you can go out here is like 2 in the morning.
Well, over here, is like before COVID, there was places that were open till 4 or 5, and then you could go back to someone's house afterwards for an after party and have some beers in there, or whatever.
Is it like a lot of beers out there? Or do you guys do more liquor? Because there's a lot of liquor out here, but I feel like a lot of people. If I was in Scotland, I'd probably just be drinking beer. I don't know if
pub.
Yeah, I don't know if Scotland's known for like any liquor.
Well, obviously we have whiskey and stuff, but I mean, for beer, there's Tennant's, and I don't know if you've heard of that, but that's a very big one over here. There's lots and lots of like Scottish small breweries that do beers that you guys would probably like, but the main one over here, like the working class sort of pint, is a Tennant's. But liquor's more Andy's thing. He's more of a booze hound on that. He's into his Fireball and his Tennessee Jack or whatever and all that kind of stuff.
I love Tennessee honey. I could drink that from the bottle all night long, no issues. It's like the smoothest drink I've ever had.
Yeah, Andy likes to drink vodka out the bottle.
Yeah, I could drink that whiskey out the bottle all night to myself.
Yeah, it's nice. Ryan's saying he can't connect, but he's listening. So
Yeah, he's letting us know his internet's acting up, I guess.
yeah.
How's
He's on
COVID
the-
treating
on
you
his
guys out
Wi-Fi.
there? Is it almost lightening up? Because it's starting to lighten up out here.
Andy?
It's getting better, but it's apparently going into another wave. So the easing up of restrictions has been put on pause for a few weeks just to see what happens. But it's beginning to get a bit better. Not
Right.
great, but almost there. You can get a few more beers now.
Do you have some bars open right now, or is everything kind of locked down tight?
Open until 10, I think. 10 p.m, so it's a limited opening.
We had the same thing too, and then up until a few weeks ago, everyone just started ignoring all the policies. Everyone's still open till 2 now.
Gotta
But-
make money.
Yeah, because that's the thing is like out here in America, it's like gotta fucking pay the rent. Fuck you, pay me. So people would come by and be like, "Hey, just remember close at 10," and they're like, "Okay, bye, health inspector." And the health inspector's not gonna work at 2 in the morning because the health inspector job is like something you do from like 9 to 5. So they leave and then you just stay up until 2. So we're basically back to normal. It's just a matter of like if the cops come, you're fucked.
Not too bad.
No, it's not too bad.
In Scotland, it's just 10 o'clock last orders, and then 10:30 you're out the door, and there's not really any two ways about it. The bouncer will kick you out.
Yeah. Is that like part of the law, 10:30? Because for us, it's like if two
Oh.
hits, you can't serve alcohol. But there's a lot of
Yeah.
people who like linger.
Yeah, so it's 10 o'clock for serving alcohol, and then usually 10:30 is when you'll get kicked out afterwards. So they'll ring a bell for your last order at about 9:45, 10 to 10, and then if you don't get anything before 10 o'clock, then that's you. But if you've got a drink, you can sit and finish it.
That's nice.
Awesome. Yeah, that's so dope because most of the times they're like, you need to fucking finish it and get the fuck out. And most people don't do that. And it's like, it'll be like 2:30. Everyone's like, you need to go. You need to go. All the lights are on. They're just yelling at you to get out.
Gotta go home.
When we had a restriction where you could only stay in a bar or a pub for 2 hours at a time.
What?
Yeah, so when we had that, Ryan, who isn't here, well, he's here, but he's listening, but he can't talk. He made a mistake on, it was like ordering through the app, and you could bring they'd bring the beers to your table so that it's less contact with the COVID stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Ryan mucked up on the orders, and you guys know like how much liquid a pint is, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 660 ml or something like that. Ryan messed up the order, and the guy brought out 4 pints for all of us, and we had about half an hour before we had to get chucked out.
Ooh. Each of you had 4?
Yeah, we already had
Oh,
a pint
man.
each. We already had a fresh pint, and then what usually you do in the last orders is, right, I'll double up, but Ryan just thought, fuck it, I'll triple it.
Damn. Well, I guess you got to appreciate the hindsight to be like, look, last call's coming. Like, let's all get like a few more beers before we head out.
Order heavy.
But I mean, you know, what's the saying? Your eyes are bigger than your stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But it's a good night anyway. Just kind of wandered about and then went back to an empty afterwards and had a fire and stuff. So just because the law's not letting us drink doesn't mean we can't then go do other things to keep the party going.
Hell yeah. That's kind of how it is out here too. Especially in the cities, it's a little more crazy because like people out there, they want it, they're gonna make it happen. You know, they don't need to sit around and wait for permission. It's just a lot of the businesses. The businesses are scared of losing their like liquor license or getting penalties or fines. But the people are like, if we can't go to this bar, we're gonna go to this house party in LA and drink. And then there's a point in time when the mayor, what was it? One of them.
Oh, it was turning off their utilities.
Yeah, one of our statesmen turned off the utilities in like the mansions because they were doing house parties, and it had like 300 people because they were like these big crazy mansions.
Yeah, they were just renting houses and
Yeah, people were just renting houses
Airbnb and party.
and throwing huge parties, and the government was like, "Yo, you can't do that. Like we told you." Thanks, man. That was perfect. And the government was like, "Yo, you can't do that. We told you not to like have people in groups bigger than like 10, and you guys are like 300 people." And like there was this crazy story in LA where like some guy got shot and then turned off the water and like it was a lot of like YouTube stars or whatever, a lot of TikTokers who like make all the money, and like they're like, fuck it, and they're throwing these parties and the government's like shutting off their water. They're like, bitch, you're adults now. Like we have this power over you. Don't forget that. You're just TikTokers. So that was pretty much as messy as it got, but I mean, there's still shootings every day, but that's just
out in LA
America.
where you guys are, yeah.
We're close to LA.
We're about 40 minutes north.
Yeah,
Okay.
we live closer to the beach, but we're close to LA.
Suburb.
We're close. Yeah, we're like the suburbs of LA or Ventura. We're up in that area. We're definitely Southern California, but the place everyone wants to be, but nobody seems to survive in. It's the Wild West still.
LA fucking sucks.
LA's the worst. I don't know what you guys have city-wise out there, like, and I'd love to hear about like your city life.
That's Ireland.
But city life out here is just a lot of like drugs and alcohol. And when I imagine Scotland, I imagine just like vast green mountains and like just beautiful landscapes. I know it's probably not like that because that's just what I see in the movies. But like, what's
Well-
city life like for you guys?
Well, we have all, like, Scotland's been voted for like most beautiful country in the world a couple of years, but because we do have all like the green lush hills and everything, but where me and Andy live is just outside Glasgow, which is the biggest city in Scotland, but it's not the capital. That's Edinburgh. But that's where the place to be is for parties or nights out or going into town. But town's just different because of COVID. But back in its day, it was just heaving. It was everyone always out every weekend and queues all the way up the street to get, like, there's certain streets in Glasgow that have just clubs and bars and all that kind of stuff everywhere. It's don't know. It's just night out in Glasgow's mental. It'll change you.
This dumb American thought it was Classico.
Classico.
with a
Here's the
C.
thing.
Eh?
We live right next to Mexico, so Classico or Jalisco, there's places that sound like that already, and I put like a Spanish accent on it, but I didn't count for the Scottish accent.
Glass.
He heard it properly. I heard it
Well, I
incorrectly.
already knew it was a fucking place.
Oh,
'cause
did you really?
I'm smart.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I'm not educated in the world map or anything. If you ask me where Scotland is on a map, I'd be like fucking.
It's over by England.
I'd say bugger off. I know bugger off is like go fuck yourself. That's my knowledge. That's the length of my wits. It's not very long. But I'm about to finish the second beer and go into the third. And I guess so drugs and alcohol. Fuck yeah. Is Beans Ryan? You can just type in the chat. You know I'm.
Here you know. I got back.
Oh, he's back.
Oh. Well, hey, how's it going, man?
How are your beans?
Yeah, doing all right.
Keep us good, aye.
Did you
They're
head over to
good.
Starbucks?
No, I got ground them freshly at home.
Nice.
So got plenty of beans around me.
Well, how's your
So
day
I've
been, man?
Yeah, it's been okay. Just been working. Just playing video games as well.
What kind of video games are you playing right now? And do any of you have the PS5? Get another one.
Not yet.
PC gaming, Master Race.
PC Master
mostly
Race.
PC, yeah.
I respect
I
that.
was on the PS4 before I came onto PC, so I was dreadful at the PC when I first arrived a couple years ago, using the mouse and the
Sweet.
keyboard and that.
Ew.
Wow.
Not proved.
I do carry these guys on my back usually through most games, but
Uh,
I can relate.
Yeah. I'll be humble for one moment on this. Josh is like the PC Master Race gamer. He's definitely the one who's like, do this. And I'm like, no. And then I'll get killed. And he's like, just listen to me. So, kind of the same thing. But, Beans, it sounds like you got some knowledge, man. What's a good beer for you? What kind of beer do you like to drink? And tell us why Americans are doing it wrong.
I'm kind of easy when it comes to beer. I'm more about getting drunk. So
Me too.
Like, any beer that's kind of cheap on the night out, I'll kind of go for that. So, as Maga said previously, I'll go for a Tenants. Do like a Tenants.
Is that
There's
like sorry to cut you off. Is that like a national beer out there? Because like,
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much. Pretty much got your
Tennent's.
national beer. I don't know what the US equivalent would be. Maybe
probably Bud
your
Light.
standard Budweiser. Yeah.
Yeah, Bud Light, Budweiser.
Yeah. No, I'd take it easier, just whatever's on the menu. There's so many, not a surprise, but there's so many pubs about Glasgow, so they all have their own sort of little list of beers from micro breweries and stuff, so I think you guys would like it,
Yeah, I'm
coming
looking it
over
up
to the
right
UK
now.
or something.
It looks good. It looks kind of like it's got like the tea. We have a Mexican beer out here called Tecate. I'm sure you guys probably would know that one too. But it's a very popular beer, but no one likes it.
Yeah.
But
Plant Daddy, across the pond, my guy.
like Chicago, come on, you got to be fucking with these guys. That's hilarious. Like Chicago. Plant Daddy, how's Sasha? Tell her I love her.
I'm sure she's good. This isn't about him or his dog.
So, what are you guys? So on a night out, or when you guys go to the pub or the bar or whatever, do you guys? We've been trying to help Ryan out recently when we've been heading out. Do you guys know any moves that you could use for the ladies, or
Oh, I don't
what
talk
would
to
you,
people.
what would your guys go to plan B?
What's Plan B? If Plan A is talking to ladies and you want to cut and run to Plan B, I'm not sure you're ready for the game, homie.
I don't talk to people when I go out. I avoid that. I avoid conversation.
It sounds like beans, but we're trying to get him out there talking.
Look, if you want some moves, I'm not a guru, but it's gonna help if you go to the bar with some girls. Just be very casual. Keep the ratio even. Keep the group small. So if you have 3 dudes, then try to find 3 girls. Just invite them to the bar and don't be creepy. Like, that's the biggest thing most girls, I think, look out for is like, don't give a weird vibe too quickly. Like, just introduce yourself. Say, hi, my name is this. Do you want a beer and play some pool? And I usually just play some pool. And I think I told this guy recently, I was at a bar with an old friend and she ended up just leaving the bar. Irish goodbye it. And I was sitting at the table drinking a beer for like 10 minutes, and then girls just came up to me and was like, did that bitch just ditch you? And I was like, yeah, they bailed. And they're like, come over here, play some pool with us. So either go alone or get ditched by a bunch of girls. But I mean,
But don't go alone, creepy.
yeah, but don't be creepy. Like, it's just creeper vibes are the worst. So if you're going there, go there with a friend, play some pool, like do your own thing, and then like if you see a girl that's cute, just go up and say hi. But if you're there and you're like scoping chicks and you're like, that one and that one's got an ass and that one I would fuck in the mouth for hours, you're not like, it's weird. Like, people pick up on that pretty quick, especially when you get some drinks involved. FBI, open up. Especially when you get some drinks involved and it's like you're just horny and you're letting your dick do the talking. Like, just be cool and just say hello, and like, if they don't seem interested, just fuck off and get another drink and keep doing you. But like, that's just the game, man. Like, I always hear people say like, there's a new science backing up that they always thought the male would chase after the egg, you know, kind of they have to go pursue the female, but rather it's the filter mechanism in females that determine the guys that come up to them. So like, a lot of my friends who are girls be like, the second I go into a bar, I see the guy that like I like the one guy I would go home with, they make their decision the second they see you. They go scanning, boom, that one. Their mind's made up when they enter the bar. So if they turn you down, just fucking swallow your pride, say hi to another chick. Like, just, it's not illegal to be friendly. It should be super illegal to be creepy. And like, that's usually where a lot of the girls draw the line. Like, just be cool, buy them a drink, play some pool, play some darts. I don't know what else you guys got out there. Or like, just try to have small talk, you know? And like,
show them your gold coins.
yeah, your doubloons. And one of my issues is I talk too much. So you got to learn the balance of like when to shut up and let them talk, when to say nothing, and when to just play some pool or play some darts. Like, if they're already playing pool with you, then they're attracted to you. So they have the physical, they like what they see physically. Now you have to not fucking ruin it by being like a creep or weird or like, usually I talk too much and I know that.
Oh yeah.
Because I panic like I'm doing right now. I'm like, give them words. But like, that's just kind of something you learn and work on. So like, I don't know, be like, hey, I'm Beans. I'm here with some friends. We need an extra girl for some pool, or we need a third for a game of darts. Like, just be casual and do something. Like, have something to do, and then, you know, do what we did. What do you do? Where you from? How's your mom? You know, just ask questions. But then also, like, let them ask you questions. And then if they don't, then be like, all right, let's play another game. Then eventually let's leave. And that's cool too. I mean, that's the thing is like you can't really force it, you know? If they're not interested, they're not interested. All you got to do is swallow your pride and move on.
Does that help you, Beans?
He's muted himself, but that's pretty much what we've been telling him.
That's good advice. Just you want to be an active listener, but you don't want to be too active, like you're giving off a kind of weird energy. Beans sometimes does reveal his power level a bit too early, if you know what I mean.
Well, yeah. So in my head, I've kind of learned, like, I remember seeing movies, right, where it's like the guy goes to the bar, he picks up the chick, and he gets laid that night. Turns out that doesn't happen very often. At least not for me. Like, I'm not handsome enough or my game's not good enough. Either way, it's not happening. So it's like, at that point, it's like, all right, well, like, let me just get your number, and like next time I'm in town or next time I'm at this bar, like, I'll let you know when I'm coming back. And usually that works for me, where it's like, let me get your social, like, I'll do like Instagram or like just give me your number. And I'll be like, hey, I'm going back to this bar this weekend with some friends if you want to even play some more pool again. And like, just be really casual, because it's like, I don't know why I was stupid enough to be like, yo, we're all going to get fucking laid that night. Like, it's not how it happens. It's really like, don't be a creep, be casual, play some pool. Every girl wants every guy to just be like a cool guy and like respectful. So like, just do that. And then like, if they decide to sleep with you after the third or fourth date, then you did it. But just remember the 3-date rule. Like, you got to hang out with them at least 3 times and like not be a creep 3 times. You got to impress them 3 times. Stand by that rule and just, you'll figure it out from there.
So if you boys never went out on the pool, like if you never went out to a club and then like just started dancing with some girl, then you pull her, then you take her back to her place or to your place.
You're talking about drugs, right?
No.
No.
And then-
ladies.
Yeah. So
It's,
out on the pools, like you're out looking, you're out like you go to a club and then you maybe start dancing with a girl, then you kiss her, like you pull her, you kiss her, and then you go back to her place afterwards, or she go back to your place.
Just
Yeah,
one
it's-
night stand.
Yeah, that's just a hookup.
I started one night stand. That's what I meant.
Yeah, a one night stand. I mean, I've had like maybe 2 of those. And that's what I'm saying is like, for me, it's so rare to where it's like, it's not like people aren't throwing pussy at me, but like they will come up to me and be like, do you want a drink? You know what I'm saying? And I think that's like a big thing is where like I needed to get over the whole like, oh, this probably won't be a one night stand, but like if we hang out a few times, usually that's when, you know, if I am trying to get sex, it'll happen after a few times of hanging out. But one night stands don't really happen for me very often. I'm just, I guess I'm just not attractive enough, or like I said, my game's not good enough. Either way, it is what it is.
Confident.
What's up?
Just gotta be confident in yourself.
Sure, but like usually, like I said, like I usually just talk too much and like get weird. So like I've learned like that's just not an approach that works for who I am.
Yeah. No, fair enough.
And like I'm not bothered by it. Like I can still get laid, but like it's one of those things like I have to slow down the process because otherwise I just fuck it. So
Okay, yeah, that sounds a bit like Beans. The bubbles kind of go to his head.
yeah.
He's actually banned from quite a lot of places, including
Look, man.
one of the McDonald's in town. There's a bit of a milkshake incident. I don't know if I can talk about the milkshake
Oh
incident.
my god. And that's the thing, man. Like, I would love to sit here and be like acting like Casanova, like how to get laid. Like, I don't know how to get laid, but like I have gotten laid, and that's what worked for me. So like, if that works for you, great. If you guys find like some other way around it, then that's great too. But like, you know,
I mean, how could you replicate what worked for you? Like, how could you say, like, okay, well, I did this, that, and the other thing. Every other time it worked. Like, every successful time you've had sex with a woman, what did you do? I'm sure you did the same shit.
it always started out with me, and it was usually me with a group of 2 girls, and then one of them breaks off, and we do our thing.
You swoop in.
Well, that's the thing is like girls recognize it the same way guys do, right? Like two girls will come hang out with me at a bar and they'll do that because they want to make sure it's like you're safe, you're not a cringy, creepy dude. And then the other girl will go off and talk to guys or whatever she's going to do. Meanwhile, you're stuck with the other girl. That's because, like I said earlier, that girl and her friend know that you're the target. So girl A and girl B, girl A chose you as the target. Girl B is like the wingman, just to get you guys alone. And then you guys are alone. She's obviously making moves. You can either play to that hand, or you can be like, I don't want to play these hands anymore, and then go hang out with other girls. But at the end of the day, it's usually like two girls or a group of girls, and then they kind of break off slowly, and then one of them will hang around. And the one you're hanging around with, usually they plan that out. They're like, hey, I like this guy. And then the girls will work together and be like, go over there and have a drink. Or whatever. Mm-hmm. It takes longer the more girls there are, which is why I'm saying, like, if that's your goal, like 2 dudes, 3 dudes at a bar tops, if you're trying to like meet girls. I've seen other dudes come in squads, like those big meathead jocks, come in like 10, 15 dudes, and they do it, I guess, because they're just like jocks. But like,
they're tall and handsome.
But if I just rolled up with 10 of my friends, it looked like the fucking Lollipop Guild mixed with the Misfit Island.
A whole bunch of losers.
Yeah, just a whole bunch of fucking losers who like to drink and play pool. Because I'm not like the 3 dudes on top. Sheesh. I'm not like a super athletic looking dude, and most girls, yeah, hi. And most girls, you know, we want girls to be hot. They want their guys to be hot. So that's just selection, bro. Do some push-ups. Do some crunches. Make your body more attractive. That's another good advice that I won't follow. I'm not going to go start doing push-ups to get laid. I can get laid like this, and that's fine enough. But it usually is like settling for the friend of the girl you want. That's my life. I can't, he knows all too well.
So
Fair
see for a night out then. So obviously we kind of explained what it's like over here, but so see if you're going on a night out or you're going to a pal's house for just like for the purpose of getting drunk. What do you guys do? Do you guys do shotties? Do you do beer bongs? Do you just do shots of vodka? Or what's your guys sort of? I don't know.
You take this one because I've been talking a whole lot.
I can't really do shots anymore. The last 2 times I've done a shot. One made me throw up violently, and the other one hurt like a motherfucker. It literally like burned my throat. I had like the weirdest reaction to it. It felt like I drank razor blades. What's up, Flex Tape? It's been forever.
Flex Tape, welcome back, you asshole.
I usually just drink a lot of what I'm drinking. If it's a beer, I haven't had a mixed drink yet. I need to try a mixed drink, see if that's okay, if I can still do liquor. But it just depends on what we're drinking at the place. I'll just drink a lot of what I'm drinking, but I won't do a shot anymore. I can't.
For me, I love playing games. So like beer pong, King's Cup, quarters. I love playing games. Or like my friend who's graduating soon, we like to play games like quarters, and then we mix in truth or dare with it, which is a really good like icebreaker, especially if it's like a big party where strangers are around. So that's pretty cool. And like, that's a good way to gauge it, right? So like, that's kind of where I learned like where you're being a creep and where to not be a creep. If there's a game of like 5 guys and 5 girls playing quarters or playing beer pong, and all of a sudden you have to play truth or dare, and you're like, how big are your boobs? You're a fucking creep. You know what I'm saying?
Dare.
So like, yeah. So, and if you dare, then you're probably the guy who's just like, I need attention. Look at me.
Yes, house parties are still a thing. Okay, first of all, I wasn't going to get you to take a piss. I do not.
Beer everywhere.
It's in there. It's in the fridge. It's backup beers that I just want to have in here.
Oh, we just killed the pack?
Yeah.
I was like, because
awesome.
I'm good to go for the next one.
Well, we don't have any more.
Oh, we got those.
Yeah, they're not even cold. I don't need, like, I don't try to be the center of attention. I just do random shit. I do it for me. I don't do it for other people.
Yeah, that's why girls wear crop tops. I do it to look cute for my friends. That's not true. Anyway,
Yeah. So just speaking of friends, how do you guys sort of wingman each other? What's your go-to tactic or your methods?
yeah, so like I said, usually it's like my plan was we had this friend in our group who was a girl who we'd just go to bars with, and a girl makes a way better wingman than a guy, hands down. Girls come up to us all the time. If it's just me and her, we'll be drinking or whatever, and they're like, "Hey, like, do you want to play some pool? Can we buy you a drink? Whatever. Let's do this thing." And they usually come up to us when it's a guy and a girl because they either think we're a couple or they think we're related. And they come up and they're like, "So how long have you guys been dating?" And we go, "Oh no, we're just friends," or like, "Oh, we just go to college together," or whatever, like whatever the case may be. So if it comes to a wingman, I'd say just go with a girl who's like a friend. I don't know if you guys have those, but most girls will try to get you laid, and they do a way better job at it than guys. I don't know if I'm speaking just because like I've never asked him to be a wingman, and like my
Might be
other
a
friends,
terrible one.
yeah, my other friends probably wouldn't do a good job at being wingmen. But yeah, we had a friend who was a girl who was that's so sick. Who did that?
Ghost Hand drew us.
It's badass. Yeah, so if there's like a girl you work with or anything, like invite her out to a bar just for drinks, and then when girls see you together doing something just casual, they usually come up in my case, like I said, like this is just me speaking me, like I'm not like Casanova, I'm not like some magician of like picking up chicks, but like they do come up to me because I'm with the girl, and like girls feel more comfortable with that. So they come up, talk to the girl. Yeah, always let the girl respond first. Yeah, basically let her see the hook, and you know, just kind of be yourself and just be cool. Just not being a creep will get you the furthest you've ever gotten, I promise you. And you know, they'll always ask the girl when you walk away to take your shot, how long you guys been together? How do you know him? And that's the girls being like, okay, like who's this dude? You will notice that. And like, that's when I'm like, okay, like these girls definitely came in here because they're interested and they just wanted to see if we're dating or what. And then the girl, my friend would come up to me, who's a girl, and be like, yo, like, they're both single. And like, she just tell me what they told them. And it's like, kind of like a, you know, you kind of relay information from each other. And it's like, all you have to do is not be a creep. And I've gotten a lot of numbers that way. A lot of people gave me their numbers though, and I was like, I don't like these people. But at the same time, like, you are out there spitting game and like getting practice, and that's all you can do. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Okay, and then at what sort of point do you draw the line between perseverance and creepiness? So say you go up to someone and you say, hey, I'm so-and-so, and you get maybe negative vibes or disgust even. Do you push through and try and make something happen in a non-creepy way, or is it immediately just dead at that point?
I would say until you get a responsive no or a sorry man, not today, or like just as soon as you get like a no, if they don't say anything, if they're just kind of putting you off, you can still probably try. But I'd say until you get like a verbal no.
For me, you know, when the friend steps in, when the friend's like, she's not interested, or like, we need to go. And I'm not saying like pursue her and be like, you know, super aggressive, but like when it's a definite no, the friend will like grab her arm and be like, we're going, bye. But like, that's just a definite no. And usually that doesn't happen unless it's like, A, she's really drunk and approaches us first, and her friends are like, she's just going to cause trouble, get her out of there. Or B, it's like you're probably like just giving her creepy vibes, or she's there with another dude and like her friends just step in. But like for me, it's usually when the friends, but that hasn't happened too often to where I got the vibe like I need to leave this chick alone, It was more just like, all right, well, like, you're just here for like drinks and a good time, and that's cool, whatever. But like, you know, I'm just trying to have conversation. And that's the weird thing too. Like, I've gotten girls to play pool, and I'm like sitting there and I'm like talking to this dude they showed up with, and the dude will come over and he's like, by the way, she's single, so, you know, if you want to, like, and I'm like, whoa, dude, like, I'm not, like, all right, like, cool, but like, I really just wanted to start with a game of pool, and the dude's usually like, you know, go for it. And then like, you're like, can I buy you a drink? And she's like, ugh, I have a boyfriend. And you're like, okay, no, like, cool, loud and clear, just not hot enough.
Yeah, the good old I have a boyfriend card.
Yeah, and like,
That's-
that's the thing, man. Like, look, it happens, and like, that's the hardest thing, is like just getting over that and being like, you know what, next time, like, I'll try something else.
Just think, fuck it. That's why you just need to be confident and just go, fuck it, fuck you then, and go to the next.
Yeah,
Forget about it.
that's what I'm
Move on.
saying, and that's what I'm saying too. I'm not saying don't, like, I'm not saying give up. I'm just saying, like, don't be a creep, because like, girls are super like, they pick up on vibes and feelings, and like, especially girls who like astrology, you know what I'm saying? Like, but they feel that shit. And like, I've gotten weird vibes before, and like, I understand that a little bit. So it's like, if someone gets a weird vibe from you, they're immediately not gonna want to fuck with you. So like, the second you see some girl, like, you know, if you pick up on her vibe, like, all right, she's not into me, I'm gonna go back over here, and then cast your line again. But over there, that's just part of the game. Ugh. Full stop.
Don't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs, as we say.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you got to do it. Is there tactics and methods that make it easier? Sure, but like, at the end of the day, like, if you're if you're at a bar, like, you might as well shoot your shot a few times, you know. But it is what it is. And then usually, remember the golden rule, man. If they're still in there when the lights come on, like, someone's gonna settle for less. So, you know, at that point, it's just dumb luck. Whatever girl you can talk into. I remember we went to a bar. It was just me and him one time, and I was like, let's see what kind of trouble we can get into. And the whole night was super casual and fun.
Then we went to some dude's house.
Not that story.
Oh, another night. Oh, okay.
We ended up leaving the bar, and it's raining, and there's this
Oh, yeah.
big girl, and she's like, I'm just trying to suck some dick tonight. And then she pulls out a bottle of vodka from her tits that she snuck into the bar, passes it around, and we all like take a swig from the bottle. And she's like, all right, so who's trying to fuck tonight? And everyone's like,
No.
not me, have a good night, like, thanks for the alcohol. Like,
Wow.
that's the creepy shit, right? So like, that's the creepy shit. Like, I feel like, even as a guy, some girl comes up to me being like, I'll suck whoever's dick wants to get sucked. And I'm like, that's a red flag.
Depends on what they look like.
Yeah. And like, honestly, like, but she was like 6 foot, 300 pounds. She was a big girl.
Yeah.
And it's like, it must be hard to get laid with those schematics. But like, at the end of the day, it's like the golden rule is like, don't go up to somebody and be like, I will eat your pussy better than anyone's ever eaten your pussy. Can I buy you a drink? You're like, no, dude.
I'm
Like,
sure that would convince some women.
but like, and that's the thing, is like,
Everything.
yeah, but like, at the end of the night, the bar closed, the lights are on. She pulled like vodka out of her tits. Everyone got a swig. She's like, who wants a goddamn beach? And everyone was like, just thanks for the vodka. Have a good night. My Uber's here. Like, it's just like that. Like, if somebody really, really, like, really wanted to be like desperate and have some sex that night, go for it. Like, I wouldn't judge you. But at the same time, like, you have to understand, like, it goes both ways, right? So like, a girl has to be like, I'll suck whoever's dick, and a guy has to be like, I'll fuck anything. But those have to meet in the middle of like, how often does a girl be like, I will blow anybody in this bar right now? Like, let's just do it. It's like, I got out of a relationship, or whatever the purpose is, whatever the reason is. They're like, let's go. And you're like, I don't know. That sounds like a trap.
Imagine I'm just trying to suck some titties, pulls a bottle of vodka out of my jockstrap. Who wants me to suck titties?
That's exactly what it's like.
A
I
role
mean, like,
reversal.
just imagine someone coming up to you being like, yo, I will suck your dick better than anyone. And it's like just an average looking female. And now take an average looking guy to like any girl being like, hey, I will pound you harder than you've ever been pounded. It's like, it's just fucking weird. Like, you don't do that. Like, and that's all I'm saying I've learned is like, just don't be a creep. It goes both ways. Because I've had girls like that come up to us, be like, we'll suck your dicks. And we're like, we don't think that's a great idea. Like, you are scary. But, like, that's where, like, too much confidence is just bad. Don't offer to suck their dicks. Don't offer to eat their pussies. But, like, just let them know, like, yeah, I could eat some pussy. I don't know, like,
Yeah, maybe today.
yeah, like, I don't know. I'm free tonight. What are you doing later? The bar closed? Oh, man. Usually it's just like when the bar closes, just be like, oh, man, I could still go for a few more drinks. And then if they're like, yeah, let's do that, then be like, all right, well, like, let's go buy a bottle and figure it out. I don't know. I'm giving terrible advice. Don't listen to me.
Then why do you have
You
a
guys
show?
Yeah, it's true.
So do you guys have a cutoff where you can buy beer or whatever from a shop? Because over here it's you can also go to a bar and it can be open until 5 a.m. and you can get booze. But if you go to like a shop or a store, you would say the cutoff for buying alcohol is 10 o'clock.
Well, usually, like I pointed out, like someone's gonna pull vodka from their tits at some point.
He's
Like,
asking how late can you basically go to a liquor store and
Oh,
buy
2.
Yeah.
The latest we do is 2. But if the bar closes at 2 and you're still trying to like party, then you got to be like, I got a bottle in my trunk, or like you got to come prepared for that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, then you're just dead weight. You know what I'm saying? You can't be the guy. You can't be the guy who's like, let's smoke some weed and drink some beer, and everyone's like, okay, what are you bringing? And you're like, I just want to smoke and drink. I hope everyone else would bring it. Like, no, like you got to be the supply.
freeloader.
You have to supply it at some point. Like if you're supplying the entertainment and making all the jokes, you're gonna have to supply the alcohol to keep that party going. You know what I'm saying? I gotta blow my nose. But like,
Disgusting.
you gotta supply it, keep it going.
Okay, do you ever have a guy who's like a smuggler, I guess you could call him? He brings stuff in, maybe hip flasks, he's got a straw going up his trousers, out his sleeve, things like that. Because our friend
cool.
Beans here is an expert at smuggling in anything.
Oh, Beans is an expert smuggler?
Yep, he gets the hip flask and he's got a straw that goes up his trousers, up his t-shirt, and out his hood. So anyone can have a wee sip at it.
You could
It's
just
pretty
have it
good.
like in his breast pocket and like have a jacket, take it out and sip it.
Are they called
Don't really-
camelbacks? Like the ones that like have the straw and shit?
Yes, those are the
I think
backpacks.
it's like
Yeah.
that. He can't put it in his jacket because sometimes you get patted down. But if you have it around your thigh, they can't really check down there.
That's awesome.
If there's a will, there's a way.
But yeah, man, a flask is good too. If you just have it in your jacket pocket or wherever. It's just the weird thing. Like, imagine being the guy who reaches into his drawers and be like, hey, take a swig of this, and it's a flask. Any woman's going to be like,
You hold out a mystery straw.
that was
from
by your sweaty
wrist.
balls. Yeah, like, we drink it from a chubby girl's tits. That's fine. But, like, if she pulled it out of her cooter, then I'm like, I don't know if I want to drink that vodka anymore.
Couple questions.
Yeah, a few follow-ups.
Yes, Flex Tape, you've been gone for a while.
Yeah, man, we told you it would grow. It's actually kind of thanks to you for it growing. You were always so consistent, and yeah, I mean, look, we take live calls now. So if you want to be a live caller sometime, I've done way too much talking, gentlemen. I mean, I appreciate it. If you have questions, I'm happy to answer them. But just know, I very much do this where I just rant and tangent. So like, you can keep asking me questions, but this will be the end result. So.
Okay. I was kind of hoping to hear a bit more from Ryan, but he seems to have fallen off the face of the earth.
Yeah, he's a little shy, isn't he?
Mr. Bean.
Yeah.
Sometimes as he tends to, on a night out, gets a few and then he gets going. But it's just getting going that's the hard part.
What
So
time is it?
maybe what's your advice on that? How do you get going quickly, if you have to, without going too far? too quickly.
Like when drinking or
When drinking in general, just if you're out, you don't want to leave it too late because then lights come on, you've not really done anything. But on the other hand, you don't want to do, say, 3 shots in quick succession and then just give off that energy we were talking about.
I mean, a lot of the time people just kind of knock back shots and they're like within like the span of 10 minutes, they'll maybe do like 3. And it's like, I'm not feeling anything. Then they hit you all at the same time.
Yeah.
So definitely,
Seen a lot of people go limp.
yeah, I just do like a drink every maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah,
It's like a beer.
pretty standard. Just whenever I'm done with my drink, I'm pretty in tune with my limit. So it's like I'll start to feel sick before I feel like I'm gonna black out. And Plant Daddy says the best, pace yourself. Like I've seen so many people show up to a bar blitzed at 9:00 because they pre-gamed super hard, and then by 11:00 they're like blacked out. That's a problem. That's like you're either like not in a good place emotionally, or like you're just got a serious drinking problem. And like that has to be figured out sooner than later, because those are very big hindrances to what the night can lead to, right? Like if we went out that night and we pre-gamed super hard and one of us blacked out, one of us might have been drunk enough to be like, yeah, you could suck my dick or whatever. And like if one of my boys is like, yo, this girl's gonna suck my dick, I'm gonna be like, all right, have a good night, man. Call you in the morning. Like, good luck. But like, it's also one of those things, like our personalities wouldn't really allow for it. Cause like I usually will show up to the bar either sober or like 1 or 2 drinks in. I'm not a huge fan of pre-gaming because when I have, it's like you show up way too drunk. And that's usually a bad thing for me, to be like drunk and like drinking more. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather show up a beer, just relaxed, enjoying the environment, and then that way I'm not too sloppy or too creepy or too loud. And I feel like people who show up drunk usually are like walking in like they own the place. You know, they're super loud, they're super disrespectful, and that's always a problem. That's always going to lead to a fight or, you know, pissing off the girl you're trying to talk to. And like, if your goal is to pick up on chicks, it's probably a good idea to not show up piss-faced, you know?
Yeah, you need to find that level that's just right so that you've got a bit more kind of confidence in yourself because of the alcohol in your system, but not so much that you're acting like a fanny.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what's your intent? You know, like alcohol is definitely a relationship. You know, it's like, do you want to drink a lot of alcohol and forget something? That's really an unhealthy relationship. Do you want to be able to talk to people a little more casually? Like 2 or 3 drinks will do it, you know? And how well that relationship is with the alcohol is going to determine your night. And when people go in there 3 to 5 shots in and then they keep drinking more and more, they're usually doing that because I think they're going through a hard time or a breakup or whatever, and like they can't process what they're thinking emotionally. And that's when I see people like start fights, or they're like talking to the girl for the wrong reasons, just being like, hey, show me your tits and I'll buy you a beer. And it's like, those are just things that like, sober or drunk, the majority of people around you are going to be like, hey man, that's not cool. And you're fucking up everyone's vibe. Like, don't get drunk enough to ruin everyone's vibe around you. Because if I'm at the bar drinking and I'm so drunk I'm yelling at the bartender, hey, I need a beer right now. I fucking own this place because I'm here and I spent $30, $40 already on fucking beer and you can't give me a drink and I tipped you and you acting like I didn't tip you shit, and like, you're just being an asshole. No one's going to want to fuck with you, and everyone around you is going to be like, what is this guy's deal? And then eventually someone else is going to come up drunk and be like, yo, you're fucking ruining the night for everybody. And then that's going to escalate because you have 2 drunk, dumb assholes trying to prove something and show their cocks to everybody, when realistically, everyone's just there to have a good time. They just want to have a beer, play some pool, and like talk to some girls. And like you could do that, but if you do that, you gotta be cool, and you gotta learn how to be cool, and like not be a creep is like step one.
Look at you guys. You guys mainly kind of go to bars and that, because over here it was like in Glasgow there's a street called Bath Street, and it's just maybe 10 or 12 clubs, and you go in, it's a big queue to get in, and the bouncer checks your ID, or even if he checks your ID and it's fine, like sometimes they'll just go, nah, no, the night, pal, and that's you away, because it's usually girls that get in before the guys, and then but if you do get in and you get in, the music's absolutely blaring, you'll put your jacket in the cloakroom, and then you'll head to the bar, and you'll be waiting a big queue to get to a drink, and then you can barely hear your pals, and you're like screaming at each other's ears, right, what we doing, where are we going, right, head over here, and all that kind of stuff. But you guys, it sounds like it's more bars, but over here it's kind of more of a
more club life.
Yeah, we kind of, bars over here is more kind of for the, I'd say, the older generation, people who like a bit of music and like a bit of kind of atmosphere, but also want to get drunk or whatever. Whereas for younger people, it's clubs. It's you go out to get fucked up and potentially get fucked by someone. But like what usually like kind of our group of pals would do, and most people, is you go to a pub, and like if you go to a pub, that's kind of like you called it your pre-game, we'd call it pre-drinks. You go to a pub first of all because it's chill, and then you're kind of just chatting, and it's not too loud that you can't hear yourself think, and that's where you kind of chill out. And I don't think we've ever really done it with any girls in a pub. It's usually when we hit the club. It's way easier because, like I said, if you're dancing with them, then you know that they're interested because you're dancing. Then either sometimes it's just been as simple as just going in straight for the kiss and that's it, and it goes from there. Or sometimes you kind of talk to them a wee bit, but even when you're talking to them, sometimes you're like, I've not a fucking clue what you've just said, but you just kind of laugh and smile and go, aye, and then you just kind of get on with it. But,
Well, that's what I'm saying though. Like the intent is to show up there and fuck or whatever. Like I'm not like a clubber or a partier. I don't really do that because that's in LA, and like I said, like
That's a drive.
yeah, it's like it's a drive, and it's like clubs out here are expensive. Like you got to pay to get in, you got to wait in line, you got to follow a dress code, and like I said, like I am fine like having sex with B-list chicks. It's cool. Like I'll sleep with your friends if your friends can't find anyone to sleep with. Like I've settled into this role very comfortably. Like so, but like I'm not like a partier or a clubber like that. I don't really dance unless I'm super drunk.
If you went out a night out, so say, I don't know, you're a night out, you went to the pub, you've done pre-drinks, and you hit the club, and then you're in the toilets, and sometimes what people will do is, like they'll do like a line. If they're too fucked, they'll do a wee line, if you know what I mean. And then that'll kind of get them raring to go again, and get them kind of pumped up for the next sort of level of the night. It just wakes them up again, it almost sobers them up instantly, and then it's like the night's restarting again. So do you guys do anything like that at all?
No, we don't do lines. I've done a line once, and that
is
was
exactly how I described it
a while ago. It was I was 7 beers in at my friend's Halloween party, and I was offered a line, and I was like, okay, cool, yeah, let's try it first time, and completely leveled me out. And I was like, oh damn, this is pretty cool. I recommend anybody out there who's listening to this to try it at least once. It was amazing. Just completely leveled out like I hadn't drank anything. Pretty cool. Pretty fun.
Yeah. I don't really fuck around with all that. I pretty much just smoke and drink. That's kind of who I am in life.
If you're interested in getting into it, then Ryan's your guy, he'll supply.
What's that?
I said, if you ever decide that you want to get into it, just go to Ryan. Beans. He'll sort you out with it.
Oh, I mean,
hell yeah, ship it.
If I'm ever in Scotland and someone offered me cocaine, then I probably wouldn't say no because then I'm partying in another country. But like that's like the exception I would make, right? Like people out here know me, and like I don't want to like fuck up a.
Everyone in Scotland's really friendly. Like I went into the toilet one time with my pal, in like a kind of bar place. We've been drinking a lot. Went into the toilet like together because there's a big group of us, and it's like I didn't know the toilets were, so he showed me. Just go at the same time, makes sense. And then some guy was taking a piss at urinal, and he goes, "Oh, I fucking hate this cunt." whatever. And my pal goes, he talking to me and he goes, no, mate, no, you're sound. You want a line? Like, everyone's
Yeah.
super friendly and like it's not cheap stuff. And the guy's just dishing out. And then he went, oh, my pal's here too. And then I got one as well. And then you just go out about your night. Like, if you ever get a chance when the COVID stuff kind of eases off, you should come over here for a night out. It's fantastic.
And that's that's another thing I've realized too is like a lot of the girls, if you're trying to pick up on them, it's a lot easier with cocaine because girls just want to have fun. And usually, if you have the drugs they're looking for, they're gonna also fuck you that night. And most girls who do cocaine, usually the skinnier, hotter ones, and that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
I've never been the guy with cocaine in my pocket, but I've noticed the guys who do have cocaine in their pocket usually get laid a little bit more than me.
We have to party in Brazil, and now we have to party in Scotland.
We're gonna go global. But that's all.
Yeah.
That's how it usually pans out.
Did you guys have any questions for us? Or
You ever coming to California?
I've been before, yeah. I went just with family for a summer holiday thing. We did a trip through different states. It's nice. We're only there for 3 days, I think, but it was nice. It was roasting hot, but it was mega busy. Like, the streets were packed, but it's definitely a cool place to visit. And obviously, growing up, whatever, you always play Grand Theft Auto, and then you turn up and you're like, oh fuck, I know this street. I've been up and down here, going 200 mile an hour in my supercar.
And you get to see the buildings they have to actually crafted it after.
Yeah, so that was pretty mad, but no, it's a cool place. Cool place. I liked because then we went to another state afterwards. We did we drove along the coastline. We got to see the whales spouting off across the water. That was pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah.
How long would it take you if you wanted to drive across the country?
Scotland.
Yeah.
What, from top to bottom?
Sure.
One second, I'll check. Andy might be the best guy to ask for that.
Depends on the route, scenic route, most efficient route, but like
Most efficient.
5. Well, it depends if you're going really far north, but like 5-6 hours, maybe only 5.
That's just to
Depends
get
how
out of
far north you're
California.
That's just to get out of California, bro. Yeah.
That's just
Yeah,
for Scotland, though. That's not, because obviously Scotland's connected to England. That's just for Scotland.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still.
California's got the traffic. Does that not hold you up?
We
Depends on what time you go.
Yeah, we
or-
do have a lot of traffic, but it'd still be about 5 to 6 hours just to get out of California with no traffic. And if you go
Yeah.
90, or 120 kilometers.
The U.S. is too big.
Yeah, it's too goddamn big.
Yeah, I've always wondered that, why a lot of Americans, they'll be, I don't know that it kind of, wherever it's situated, but maybe someone lives in Texas and they're saying, oh, I'm going to go visit my pal in New York, I'm just going to drive over. Like,
No,
it's
it's a few days.
Yeah.
It's 4 days to drive from California to Texas. It should be about 5 or 6 to drive from Texas to New York.
yeah, it's crazy.
We don't really have trains.
That's why airplanes are so big out here, because it's like you take a plane. We can get from Arizona, the country over, the state over, from California in 6 hours driving or 1 hour flying. You can get to New York in 6 hours from California to New York. It's either 6 or 8. I know like China's like 12 or 24 hours, but
It's a 43-hour drive.
yeah. So 2 day drive. But that's got to be nonstop.
It's 6-hour flight.
Yeah. Because I've driven to Texas. It took 4 days. What's up? People always come in so late. Marathon? Do you know them?
Murray Anthem. Nope, I do not know them.
Is there
They're
no beer?
new.
Is
Hello.
there no beer?
There's just these random beers I put in the
Are
fridge.
they at least cold?
Kinda.
Oh, okay. I'll do one more.
Shit we drank before.
Hop knot.
The double juicy. It's probably gonna taste super weird compared to what we were drinking before.
For sure it will. That's what I always try to stick to, is like Chug it and you'll follow.
The palate's gonna be fucked.
See, everyone says that, man. To the people we got in the chat right now. This is exactly.
Tabs unless it's
Hey, thanks for the follow anyway. That's exactly how this relationship started, and now they're on the show.
These random Scots.
Yeah. Do you guys have any questions for us? Anything else to say? I feel like it's been a pretty good conversation, though.
Andy, you got anything you want to ask?
I see we've lost our companion, Beans. Don't know what's happened to him, but
He didn't want to talk today.
no,
He's got the shitter net.
that's true. I think he still has dial-up internet. He lives in quite a small village, so I think it might even be his connection. It just isn't there. We're in like the city, but he's out in the farm, I guess you could call it. He tends to the sheep most of the time. It's not good connection out there. But yeah, I
I'd be
guess
down to have you guys back on again, man. I mean, if Ryan was the one who's gonna talk about beer, I'm still very interested in getting him on.
Yeah, he
no,
was,
Beans
yeah.
is the expert. He's the big beer man. We like our beer, we can drink it, but he's like the king of beer.
Yeah,
He's quite well known.
it's
For his
awesome.
antics, he's actually banned out of a lot of places just because he drinks so much beer and just gets so crazy.
Does he
He's got a bit of a list.
start a lot of shit?
Oh yeah. Like the milkshake instant I mentioned earlier.
The milkshake
I even
incident's
mentioned
real.
milkshake. Yeah, set a picture on the
It's
Discord.
weird going to these.
Have you guys gotten in any bar fights or?
How many bar fights have you been in?
I've not been at a bar fight. Well,
We usually
one
bust
time-
Ryan out of the fights.
yeah.
We don't get in them, we have to bust him out.
We've had a couple of interactions in the street that have almost been fights, and one time we're in a club in Edinburgh, and apparently somebody was going to go for me or hit me or something, but Andy pushed him away, then we got chucked out or something, Andy.
Damn. Shout out to Andy being the homie.
But,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
he's
right.
not here right now.
Yeah.
But
Saved you.
Damn. I feel like
Just-
we're usually those guys too, the ones breaking up the fight before it happens.
Yeah, that's the best way. Or else you get banned, and like I was saying, Beans is banned from 10 of our favourite places, maybe 15. So there's a lot of
Banned
places we
from
just can't go
15
to anymore.
places?
And then you guys just wanted to carry that on Twitch, see how many Twitch streams you can get banned from.
well, we've been banned from many.
Seems like Beans just wants to get kicked out of everything.
Yeah, he's quite a destructive guy, unfortunately.
Well, you guys are
So
welcome
we're
here.
in school.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you guys are welcome here anytime, man.
Thank you.
Right, awesome.
So what do you guys have like obviously you guys do your streams, I don't know your schedule and that, but do you have like like topics that you talk about, or do you just kinda come on and just start shooting the shit?
Most times, ideally, we have at least 1 or 2 points we want to talk about, whether it be something we saw during the week or anything that crossed our mind. Ideas or current events sometimes. Usually we just go in with-
I get pretty political sometimes.
with fucking nothing,
Yeah.
and we end up scraping together in an hour and a half
Yeah.
of content.
We really only shoot for about an hour show, but
Depends on what we got going on.
yeah, whatever happens, happens. And going live has been a fucking blessing because we get to come on here and do. We've come on here the last like 4 shows with nothing, or we've come up here with shows with stuff, and at the end of the day, we've never had to touch it because of the crowd interaction and you guys, and it's been super great. Like last time, we ended up talking with Ghost Hand about the fighter planes they had in Brazil, and that was a super cool topic in my opinion, to see just kind of like what their military uses, and at the same time like it's culture shock, right? So like
And then we shit all over it.
yeah, but like for me it's like for me it really is just talking shit, hanging out with the boys, taking the piss and doing that, you know.
Yep.
But yeah,
Fair enough.
it's never been scripted.
No scripts. No scripts, no editing.
I just want to drink a beer and hang out with you guys, and that's all the show has ever been, and I hope all it ever will be.
So what is this? You're saying that it's better now that you're going live? Did you do it without going live? Is this going up somewhere or what?
All of these get posted to YouTube and in an audio format on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, literally anywhere you can listen to a podcast, it goes to as well. We started just doing it only YouTube and only audio, and then got the idea, why don't we just do it live and then post the VOD on YouTube?
And it's been a way better live because I
more
love
fun.
I love the interaction. I love the chat room, and like stuff like this couldn't happen any other way. So it's like it's 10 out of 10 for me. Like I'm having the time of my life.
So what are you guys' numbers hitting pretty good or?
They're growing for sure.
Yeah.
We're about to hit. We just hit 58 followers.
48.
48 followers. If we have 50, then we can do this full time and get
Well, we get the affiliate.
get the affiliate
on
link from
Twitch.
Twitch.
Nice.
Nice.
Brilliant.
So, we're close to being able to do it like
But
for money, but
the goal isn't to make money from it. It's to do it.
the goal is just to do it to
You
have
get some of your
fun.
money on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've gotten a few dollars and cents every now and then from like selling merch or like donations for beer. Like when we first started out, it'd be like if you give us like $10, you can tell us what beer to drink.
They'd sponsor the episode.
Yeah, shit like that. And since then, we've got people gave us kegs and we're decorating with stickers. We got a wall full of beer that you can't really see on camera right now. But this whole thing's like
We
basically
used to
a
not have a
studio.
fridge.
Yeah, three more followers, and then we can get the affiliate link to get paid for doing this. But
That'd be good.
yeah, it'd be dope. But in the meantime, we just want to have a beer and hang out, and
Yeah. Do it
You
for
know.
the enjoyment. That's how
Yeah.
that's how all the big guys make it big. They did it because they loved it, and then
Mhm.
it turned into something else, which they always say they never expect. Blah blah blah. But if you're doing it for the enjoyment, then it comes across that way, and then people will enjoy it more. So if it's all fake and
yeah, it's
like,
all
you can tell the people who are fake, and it's just they don't have the kind of the concurrent viewers that will pay interest to them because they know it's just a big facade.
it's not genuine. Yeah, and that's the thing. We've been doing this for more than a year now. And it wasn't until we went live that it started to pick up. So
Yeah.
it was like.
And that was around like episode 80.
Yeah, so it's actually pretty recent for us to find like a platform where it like actually helped project us. But at the same time, we did like 80 episodes of just like 5 viewers, 6 viewers. Like we really did just do it because we just want to drink, and like I always say, like what would we be doing anyway? We'd be drinking and talking shit. And like sometimes when we drink and talk shit, like I feel like I say something smart or he'll say something really funny, and I'm like, we should record this.
And we get into debates.
And that's exactly how that's exactly what birthed this podcast. The idea that like we could just be the boys being boys, drinking our beers, talking our shit, and then like we have some profound ideas. Like we think some pretty out there shit, and like if there's a problem and we can solve it over some beers, let's do that. And if we want to talk about our opinions and their and they contrast, let's do that and like try to solve it or think about where the line is, and like I don't know, like it's just fun. And like I said, we'd be doing this either way. It's just we chose to record it. Like afterwards, like we could probably go over to Phantom's house and keep drinking and play some video games. Like, but either way, we'd be doing it. We just set out a time slot now to do it online because we love it.
That's decent. So what do you guys get up to when you're not streaming? Like other than working, do you
This.
head out your pals or?
Yeah, Phantom's in the chat. We got Flex Tape in the chat.
Yeah, we got a few friends that sit here with us.
Wasabi was in the chat
hang out
earlier, and like
Wasabi never showed up.
oh, he didn't show up today. East Coast, Beast Coast. Yeah, Plant Daddy's the homie now, and that's the thing. Is like every time we come on here, the same people show up, and it's like we're really starting like a friendship or like a community, and it's like it's hard to leave, but like people in this chat right now, like we actually hang out with, like we go over to Phantom's house from time to time and like keep drinking and play some video games or like eat dinner or like watch a movie. Like we really just do this. And it's like he's off of work.
I'm a student.
Yeah, he's going to school.
Summer break.
And like that's really all. Like it sounds pathetic because it's like all we do. Like my dad would be like, "What the fuck?" But like at the end of the day, it's like this is the new world we live in. You know,
fuck you, Dad.
we could make money doing this and just have a good time. Like the only difference is, you know, we have an audience and people to hang out with when we drink, and my dad didn't. You know, that's really the only difference. And like maybe he's jealous or mad at that. But at the end of the day, it's like I'd be doing this with you guys either way. We just decided to be like, can we entertain people? Can we add to people's lives? And like these memes from Ghost Hand, shout out Ghost Hand, bro. He's been here for so long. He's a talented motherfucker. He's got all these memes in the Discord. I don't know if you guys have seen them, but like, yo, the community's so good, and we're only like 10 people strong. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah. We're very tiny.
but like, here's the thing. Like, what you got to know about me, man, is like, I only fuck with like 5 dudes anyway. I'm like, I got 5 friends, and that's it. And we go to the bars, we do our things, we do what we do. But now it's like growing because it's online now, and that's so fucking chill. Like, I can't explain to you how cool this whole experience is.
A solid half of our viewers are international too.
Yeah, and like you guys are from Scotland. Ghost Hand is from Brazil. Plant Daddy's from the East Coast, which is
Not international.
not international, but it is
Far
really
away.
far away. And like I love that
We have Aussies.
yeah, like we're hitting everybody who's like probably just genuinely like these guys know beer, they drink beer, they do what we do, they live that life. Like we go out to pubs and we don't club, but we go to pubs, we do bar crawls, and we just drink and chill and have a good time. And it sounds like we're really attracting the people that we vibe with, and that's what they were saying, like they know what's authentic. I don't know, man. I'm vibing right now. I'm on my 4th IPA, double IPA, whatever. But like, I'm having a good time, and we're all having a good time. Headshots, blah. What's that? All we need is those fucking emojis.
Those,
Shody for law.
those come later.
But yeah, man. I mean, Mac Attack.
One of these days.
I think we're all just here to have a good time and hang out and find something to do. That's it. I'm gonna drink this
Here
goddamn
for a
beer.
good time, not a long time. You know,
Well, how long have you guys been doing this for then? Like a couple of months or?
Just over a year.
just over a year.
Oh well.
Episode 100 was our 1-year anniversary, and this is 106. So
So
a year
literally-
and 3 weeks.
A year and 6 episodes.
3 weeks.
Yeah. But like I said,
Just 2
like
episodes a week then.
Yeah.
yeah. And that's what we're saying too, is like it wasn't until we started going live to where we started getting more of a community or more of a following. So it's like that's why it's super cool, because we did it for like a whole year basically before even getting fans or people who followed us. Because people don't really care about YouTube and shit, but like on Twitch it's a different platform, different environment. People come for just talking, just conversations. And it's nice to actually give to the community and not just be like another fucking hot tub stream. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Have you even seen a hot tub stream?
I've done my duty seeing some hot tub streams, bro.
Oh, okay.
I did my research. Yes, I've discovered a ton of new favorite beers because of this show. Every beer on this wall. And for starters, I think my favorite one out of all these, I'd say Bat Squatch. I'd say Bat Squatch is the best beer out of all of them.
Miami Heist.
Do you do a different one every week?
We do.
A new beer every episode.
Every episode, we have a new beer. Unless there's a guest, then we let the guest choose the beer.
And are you importing them, or are you just getting them from your local place?
They're from Bevmo, but some beers are imported. Some beers are not. Like this is
Wait,
Hop Knot.
Yeah, we go to a retailer that they import a whole bunch of different, whether it be local craft beers or beers from across the country. There's a nice little European section too.
And this second beer we're drinking right now, Hop Knot, just stepped up to 8% alcohol.
A double juicy.
Double juicy. Hop Knot.
Not even typing anything.
I know, I'm fucking There's water on
Would
my
you-
fucking mouse pad.
Have you guys tried any of Brewdog stuff?
Can't say I have.
I don't think we have, but I'd love to try it. And that's the thing is like, we've tried so many. We've had 106 episodes. We've had 106 different beers on the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so few beers that I've met people that they like. Like, my sister's husband is like, I love Peroni. Have you ever tried Peroni? And that's like episode 20 for us. Or whatever. It's like, yeah, I've basically tried every beer anyone could ever have, and then some.
We should look into Brewdog. It's a big Scottish craft beer company, and they're really, really big here. They've actually got a couple of pubs and bars that they've opened up across Glasgow, where they just sell their own stuff on site. But it's I thought you guys would have had it over there because I thought it was quite big.
I'm looking at their website.
And that's the thing. You told me about the beer. I said that looked like Tecate. I'm definitely gonna be looking for some more Scottish beers so we can like drink some beers from Scotland and talk about it with you guys in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So like, we're definitely always considering stuff like that. I'm looking at where Hop Knot's from though. Barrel Brothers Brewing Company.
Brewed by the Great Divide. I believe it's from Colorado.
Yeah, it's gonna be Colorado is the Great Divide usually, right? What's it called? Barrel Brothers.
Just go to greatdivide.com.
Yep. Rocky Mountains, Colorado.
Wow. I know my shit.
Well, there's everyone knows the fucking Rocky Mountains split up the United States.
I know my shit.
But yeah, it's like, and now we're definitely gonna be drinking some more Scottish beers if we can find them. Just so we could, see what's good out there. And like, this is like all I wanted, bro. Like, I wish you guys could see this beer wall. We need to post a picture on Instagram of some of this beer wall because like, Grolsch is like a really good beer and it's got a super nice bottle. What else is super nice? Bat Squatch is my favorite. It's got the best flavor. The other one, what's the super shiny? It's a Asian beer. What's that one called again? Kirin is a great fucking beer, and the bottle is fucking artistry. I swear to God, it's top notch. It's like this clear, shiny, art on it, and like most beer bottles that are glass have like paper. You could just peel it off. This shit is like on there, and it's meant to stay. And like, that's one of the reasons it's on the wall because it's artistry. The other one we just had, what was the IPA we just had? The Rainbows Are Real.
Mm-hmm.
Rainbows Are Real is a great beer too. It's an IPA. It's pretty standard IPA, but it's like it's really strong and it's got a really great can design and like stuff like that. And Einstock is a great German beer, or is a Nordic beer. And like we have beers from all over the place. And Kilt Tilted, that's actually from Arizona, where we were both born. But it's inspired by Scotland, and that's a really good beer with a very high ABV. And we drank it when we went and visited Arizona to see my sister and go party with Chase, who was also a guest on the show. So I mean, like, every beer has its own personality and its own story, and all of them we like to drink, and they have great stories behind them. And like, that's the coolest thing about this show, I think, is because you can't discredit that fact that like these things happen, these things exist, and like every beer's got a story and a character and a place and time that always happens. So I gotta piss super bad. I'll be back.
So no retailers in our area sell BrewDog, but we can buy it online
Let's do it.
and have it shipped here.
Let's do it.
So
Well, if you ever run out of ideas, I definitely recommend that one. It's big over here for a reason. It's really good.
yeah, it looks the beers look good. We'll probably check it out. We do also have next week coming. There's this app. It's called Tavor. I don't know if they do non-US shipping, but they're basically sending us a mystery box of beers like a monthly subscription service. So that should be cool.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Kind of like a loot crate sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, we're probably gonna wrap up the show pretty soon here. If you have any other final sort of questions or things you want to know about us or the show.
Andy, you got anything you want to
No,
ask?
don't think so. It's pretty cool coming on and just even just doing a first call was pretty cool. Have you done any other live call-ins before?
We've had Plant Daddy on the show a couple times. We had a full guest telecast in. That was pretty early on. But we've done like a Discord call a few times before. Still working out any kinks.
Like muting. You guys are like the second or third Discord call.
Okay. Well, we'll set up Wednesdays our regular slot. Will be a regular feature on your show every Wednesday. We'll tune in.
Sweet.
We'll
Fuck
see
yeah.
if we get our friend Mr. Beans back on. Maybe fix his internet.
Yeah, bring Beans over to one of your guys' places so you can connect.
Yeah, might have to do that. He can tell you some of his stories. He's got a lot of stories from his many misadventures.
Maybe we should get Gary on.
We could get Gary on. Every Wednesday we'll get you a new story. Next week can be about Beansy's time he fell out with the dealer in poker.
Nice.
And
we got
a
some-
dispute about chips and a bit of a fight happened, a bit of a scuffle with
Shit.
dealer at the poker table.
And we got some stories too. We've already shared them on the show, but we'll be happy to discuss them again and like just swap stories and like kind of like this podcast could be everything, but it could also be nothing. Like if we don't have any format to follow, so if you guys want to just do a special episode where like we just swap drinking stories, like we can do that, and I'd love to do that. It could be anything. That's the beauty of it.
But yeah, come back next Wednesday. I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to. Obviously, it's always an option.
We'll be there.
Yeah,
With bells on.
We'll definitely be back here the same time, same place.
Yeah, 3 o'clock. SPT PST.
PST PDT, same shit.
PST PDT. Pacific Standard Time. It's rather late for you guys,
It's
so
like
we
11 o'clock
definitely
your time.
appreciate you guys tuning in. But like, yeah, we like to do our drinking in the afternoon, late afternoon, and I love you, Plant Daddy. Yeah, that's all there is to it, man.
Thanks, guys, for coming on.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We'll hop off
Thanks
and
for
let you
having
wrap
us.
everything up.
Alrighty, guys. Have a good night.
All right. Catch you later, boys. Have a good one.
Talk to you later. See
man.
you later.
Cheers.
lads.
Catch you.
Bye.
Sweet.
Alrighty.
Awesome. Well, thanks to them again for being on the show. You guys are fucking awesome and super chill.
Cool dudes.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely not what we thought was going to happen.
No.
We were anticipating them to try to get kicked off the channel.
Can I get a chug really quick?
Hey, thanks for the follow.
Small baby
Pat
chug.
Danger. Can I get a chug real quick? I got you. As I finish the beer. You're welcome.
That's a pretty heavy fucking beer, too.
I do it for my team.
It looks like our fucking camera froze.
It does.
So that's unfortunate. Good stuff, boys. Thanks, Pat. Y'all are frozen. Yeah, sweet. Hold on. Can't end the show like that.
Can you at least hear us?
Yeah, obviously they wouldn't have responded. We're not out. We're not done. We haven't signed out. I don't know what you're doing.
Trust me. You don't want me on camera for this.
Well, I have no idea what the fuck is going on. Why the camera is frozen. So, we're just gonna leave it at that. Have a good rest of your week, people. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for Mac Attack, M&A Headshots, and Mr. Bean for coming on the show. And we'll catch you guys next week. Next Monday, same time, 3 o'clock, California time.